Hello everyone! Today I am going to be making a Dusty Rose soap. It is a combination of fragrances that I have come up with. It's got Parma Violet, Rose, of course, and a little bit of Gardenia. It's a really floral smelling fragrance, but I like the combination. It's a little bit different, and it behaves relatively well, which isn't really common with florals, so I like it a lot. I'm going to go ahead and do a ombre gradient with it. Well, I've got my lye water and my oil already melted and cooled, so I'm going to go ahead and get going. And this is lye water with aloe in it, and I've got some sodium citrate in here as well to help with soap scum reduction. And I like to start out by mixing just a little bit before I get going. I'm going to go ahead and take this just to emulsification. I'm ready for my first layer. I'm going to go ahead and start with dark and then go to light. So we're going to start with a really stark dark pink and then go all the way up to white or very, very light pink. And I'm actually splitting up the batter into separate amounts. Each layer, I have 5, are going to be 9 ounces each, and then each layer is going to get 0.4 ounces of fragrance. And I've estimated that 0.4 ounces of fragrance is about 3 full pipettes worth. So 1, 2, 3. And the reason why I'm doing it like this is because each layer will set up faster on its own with the fragrance, but my actual bulk soap won't get too stiff for me to work with, and I really like that. And this is about a light medium trace. And I like that for pouring layers because it's thin enough that I can pour nice even layers, but still thick enough that it thickens by the time I put the next layer on and can be supportive, which is really important. Helps to just take the spatula to the edges. Should be about right. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just soap. I'll just put this here for now. Alright. Next layer, about 9 ounces. Go ahead and stir that up. You can see, even though that base is pretty thick now, this is really nice and liquidy, which is exactly what we're looking for. This tactic works really well with floral fragrances because you get that acceleration, which is actually desired in this case, unlike in most cases. so kind of nice. Otherwise, sometimes if you've got really well-behaving fragrance, you actually don't even get thick enough layers. Looks about right. And we're a little thinner this time, which is nice. So we can just go ahead and pour onto our next layer. And we can go ahead and tamp down our mold like we did for the last one. Next layer, again, 9 ounces. This time we're going with a little bit less of the pink, a little bit more of the white. That fragrance in. 1, 2, 3. We can add a little bit more pink. Alright, we can pour this layer now. Ooh, a little bit on the side of the mold. That's alright. And again. Beautiful. Now the fragrance. Alrighty. Well, that looks good. And the last, final layer. Now this one I'm just going to use some white. Oh, not to forget the fragrance. Of course, if you do, the rest of it's fragranced, so it's not such a big deal, but, you know, it's best not to waste any ingredients, considering this is a blend, so I wouldn't really want that. Here we are. Last layer. Isn't this fun? I love this. Oh no! I broke through my layer. Oh well. It happens, right? I was a little too eager. One bar will have a blemish. guess we can just say, I meant to do that. Alright. Okay. The mold one more time. Ooh, too eager. Boy, now I'm just messing up all over the place. I will get a clean skewer. I like to make little rosette type. We're probably hard enough now. There we go. No, still not. There we are. Alright, I have finished making my Dusty Rose soap. Thanks for watching. You can see this is where we had some breakthrough beneath that layer. Oh well. Important thing is, it still smells pretty. Thankfully that's not going away anytime soon. Those little dots that you see on the soap, those are actually trapped air bubbles, and if I just rub it, they usually look a lot less noticeable.